Hey guys, welcome back. So, just saved my game, and now we're gonna check on the monsters. The monsters. Hey buddy, how you doing, Kurt? If nothing happening here, why not try going to town? You might find something there. Well, I just wanted to check on Kurt. Oh, poor Iris. You're making Iris work. Big meanie. Weenie weenie. And there's no particular problems with me, and I guess we'll go check out town. We'll go talk to the mayor. See if he knows about a kid that's missing in town. I mean, it's such a tiny town. I'm sure if there was a kid missing... You know, if there was a kid missing, I'm pretty sure somebody would have mentioned it, though. That's the weird thing, because they keep talking about their crops, you know, but you would think that if a kid was missing, they'd be like, oh yeah, there's a kid missing, too. So I should also mention, if you're playing this and you didn't cheat like I did, you really do want to check the saucer store every single week. But since I technically have already filled the book, I don't have to check the saucer store, so that's why I'm not doing it. What? The devil's kidnapped a child? I had no idea. This is terrible. Huh? But who could the child be? Well, no matter who it is, I won't allow it. As the father of 6 children, I find it reprehensible. 6 children? You must like kids a lot. Yeah, of course. Children are our future, yes. Well, I see. We're going to be doing some more investigating soon. And this time we're really going to take care of that devil. Okay. Yes. He loves children. You don't think we ever meet his wife? I can't remember. The most important element of training may be the policy you choose. First of all, the timing of the rest periods changes depending on the policy. If you're more lenient, you'll give more rests. If you're more strict, you'll give fewer rests. In addition, fatigue, stress, and motivation and bonding increase in different ways depending on the policy. This also depends on the compatibility of the policy with the monster's personality, but we'll talk about that next time. For now, just remember that your training doesn't seem to be going well. Try changing your policy. Just one more thing. We staff members like certain policies. More than others too. Those are our default policies. Even if you tell us to use a different policy, after a month or so, we'll be going back to doing what we want. The staff member's current policy changes every month. You should check it the first week of each month. We just can't help it. If it's too much trouble to change our policies each month, try selecting monsters with personalities that go well with our policies. Next time we'll talk about policies and compatibility. See you then! Yeah, I kinda already went over that. Okay, so now we've switched. Iris is finally getting a rest. Let's just go. Oops, you know what? I didn't check on the motivation. We're probably getting pretty motivated by this point for another show. Yeah, there's no problems with me in. There's no problems with Kurt. And there's probably no problems with Iris. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Actually, you know what? I don't think we've heard her say that. I'm sorry. She's not gonna repeat it. Something about more stuff. Yes. Aren't you guys excited about my commentary? Alright, Albert's lecture on policy. Today I'd like to tell you all about monster personalities and policies for raising them. As I told you last time, some policies are more compatible with some personalities than others. If the monster is compatible with your policy, the training will go well. If it isn't, it'll be more difficult. For example, hard worker or competitive will have good compatibility with any policy, but cool or not serious may not respond well to any policy. Does that mean that changing policies won't have any effect on them? Well, it'll have some effect, but you shouldn't expect a major change. Then what kind of monsters do we have to worry about using the right policy with? Well, for example, a hot-blooded, delicate, clingy, or combative monster will have some policies that work well, and some that won't work at all. Hot-blooded and competitive monsters like hard training. Delicate or clingy monsters like the opposite. Aside from that, just do a lot of training and try to understand your monster. That's all for today. So basically we have to learn by doing. Good luck. That's all for this lecture. Fortunately, this will not be the whole game. Eventually he'll shut up. Okay, so we're getting kind of motivated here. So what I'm going to do is the 3rd week, I'm going to go ahead and do a show. We should be motivated by that point. Uh-oh. But will I be alert enough? I should be okay. I'm feeling better than I was a few minutes ago. Oh, blah 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 blah. But of course, you don't want to continue with something the monster doesn't like. Okay, they're still talking about all this policy garbage. They're just repeating themselves by this point. they're really trying to drive it home that, you know, if you chose bad monsters to start with, you're screwed. Use your training policy. The more often you let your monster rest, blah blah blah. We've already said this. And you're probably good, yes, okay. I don't need to go to town for any reason, since we already know everything going on in town. And I don't need to visit the store, so let's just go on. Yeah, these weeks are gonna get quicker when they have, like, when we're just kind of training for the next major plot point. When a monster's bonding is high, his parameters will increase more when putting on a show. Since you can't put on a show every week, this difference will start to build up. Once you figure out a monster's personality, you can choose a training policy that will be appropriate for him. When a trainer spends a long time with the monster's bonding for him will gradually increase, so you shouldn't change trainers too often. Or at all. I mean, God, why would you ever change? Yeah, so their motivation is starting to get pretty high. Iris's is kind of low, but I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case I really screw this up. Oops. Gosh darn it. You know, I don't make that mistake when I'm not on recording, and then every time I'm on recording, I push the button one too many times. Let's see if I get comfortable again. Okay, it's better. Alright. Check on everybody. Yeah, there's only so much space in here, so that's why, you know, they're not all working on gadgets, because there's just not enough space to show them all. Yeah, they're gonna just repeat themselves after a while. Okay, I think we're good. So, we should have a show this week. I don't remember if we have a meeting before the show, or if we just go, yeah, we just go straight to the show. No, I probably should have practiced in between videos, but oh well. It's pretty early in the game, it doesn't make that big of an issue if I mess up. Welcome to the Orokoro Circus. The show is about to begin. Okay, now this is actually going to be a lot more tricky, because now we got 3 monsters. You'll notice that Marlene is the one dancing, because this is her monster. Oh, dang it! I thought I was doing really well, too. Sorry, I can't talk very... I can't talk when I'm trying to do this. Dang it! Stupid lag. It's okay, we should have plenty of chances to get that back up. Some moolah. Who did I just run into? Oops, yeah, that last one actually was my fault. Technically they all are, but I didn't push the button when I did. That wasn't a serious attempt is what I'm gonna say. Okay, it wasn't too bad. I think they're all gonna be this because they're all level 1 tricks right now. I think. You know, I don't really remember. Okay, we really need to find Kurt. Kurt's not lit. Okay, there we go. Wow, the audience is still asleep. Come on. Got 3 combos. Kurt might be the best score here. Oh, until I mess up. Oh, well, he's got 100%, so you don't have to redo Kurt. I really need to do Iris again. Iris has a low score. I should have enough time to get them all to 100. Busy getting money. This should be Iris's. Yeah, okay. to stop talking here for a second. I'm actually wearing myself out talking. Kind of sad. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Okay, then we need to do, yeah. We need to do Mian again, get him up to 100. Nice. Good. I like that. Alrighty. Alright, I think... Oh wow, at least the audience isn't asleep. I mean, I could do another trick, but there's no reason to. He's probably gonna force me to do one. Or not. Okay, we'll just, I was like, I didn't want to extend it out. There's no reason to. Yay! Take a bow, everyone. That was amazing. Joffrey threw a log around and Marlene and Lydia danced. Man, now that I think about it, I had to play the accordion for all of them. Okay, so we got 1,000 gold. Wow, Mian's gonna get a lot of motivation, or a lot of stats because he was most motivated. Satisfaction with 36, that's better than last time. So you can see all the stat gain we got, so you'll notice Kurt... Oh wow. Iris got the biggest stat gain. Whoa! Mian got 63 accuracy, dang. Okay, Iris got a lot of life. Okay, that wasn't bad. Since we're in a circus, giving shows is obviously an important part of our lives. If we go too long without giving any shows, our popularity will go down or our motivation will go unused, resulting in wasting time. And most of all, a chance to increase our monsters' abilities. The schedule for our shows is up to you, but if you wait too long, I might decide on a show. Yeah, he will. If you go too long without a show, he'll force you to do one. If you look at the data screen, you can see a meter showing Albert's level of dissatisfaction. Check it out. If this reaches the maximum, a show will be scheduled whether you want it to or not. Dissatisfaction. Isn't there any other way to put it? You know, it's funny because I think that rarely happens to me, honestly. I think near the end of the game is the only time it kind of starts to happen because you have so much stuff you need to be doing. Because this is more of an RPG-ish type Monster Rancher game than the others. The other was sort of more open-ended. You can kind of do whatever you wanted and the storyline just happened. This one kind of forces the storyline down your throat a little. Okay, so we gotta change them back. I've never had a hard-working Becklon. It's kind of annoying. It's actually one reason I chose a Becklon, because they're usually lazier. Okay. Oh, it's only 13 minutes in. Sorry, I'm starting to get really tired. My last surgery was only 2 days ago, so I'm still getting over that. Let's go ahead and end the week. Alrighty. So the next thing we need to do is go back into the forest. But I'm not going to do that this video. Yeah, he's already talked about this. Sometimes they won't use a gadget. I don't think you need to go in and check on him like that. It's just a habit that I'm used to doing. The way a monster's motivation increases will depend on the monster's personality. Oh my gosh, we've already talked about this. Hot-blooded or combative monsters are quick to build up motivation, but cool or not serious monsters will have a harder time. The maximum value motivation is 100, not putting the show in blah blah blah. Don't try to get everyone to 100. Now that is something that is true. It is a huge waste to try to get everyone all the way up because they will go up at different rates. And there's no real huge difference at that point. Like, generally when it starts to get into the darker orange of the word motivation, like when all 3 of them, or all 6 or 12, or however many had that point. Oh. So he's starting to get a little stressed out, but didn't he just rest? on normal policy. What game? They're all on normal. What's the problem? They should all be resting. If your training isn't going well, it's a sign that your monster's fatigue and stress levels are getting high. Pay particular attention to monsters who skip training sessions. Talk to the staff member in charge and help them out. Okay. Just gonna keep going on what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep them on normal. I don't see a reason to change that. I mean, nothing to worry about with Kurt. Okay, there's no problems with me and all of a sudden. Okay, that was weird. And Iris is resting. Yeah, I don't want to go to town. I'm not going to town, lady. I'm gonna go next week. Fatigue increases as the monster trains, but if the monster isn't suited to a particular trick, the monster will become more fatigued than usual. Wait, what? If they're not suited to a particular trick? How does that... what? You can make... Oh, I'm guessing that means something like if you try to give an intelligence monster a power-based trick, maybe? Because I was thinking if they can't use a trick at all, then they can't use it. That doesn't make sense. You can guess as to whether a monster is suited for a particular trick by looking at its starting parameters. If the monster's highest parameter is the same one as the parameter that will increase with that trick, the monster is probably suited for it. Okay, so, you know, don't teach a pixie power, basically, is what you're telling me. Are we still on the same policies? No. See, this is what the game was talking about. You gotta keep an eye on them. Silly people. Alrighty. Oh, whoa, hey Iris. That's actually quite impressive. Yeah, bonding goes down. I don't see any particular problems. How's Kurt doing? Yeah, I'm not going to town. Good gravy. Why do you guys want me to go to town so bad? Nothing's happening in town. Each staff member has a bonus parameter. These give a bonus to a certain parameter during a show. If you want to increase a monster's power, you will want to give them not only that exercise that increases power, but also pair them with a staff member who has a power bonus. Of course, you have to take into account policy and compatibility as well, but this is a general rule to keep in mind. That's what I was saying at the very beginning, is Goffrey, I believe, has a power-based bonus parameter, and Marlene is intelligence-based. I guess we'll just keep going the way we're going. I mean, I know it's more of the same, but unfortunately that's how this game works. It's a lot of this. There's no particular problem with me in. Yep, same thing. Not saying anything new, so I'm guessing Kurt's okay. And I'm not going to town! Good gravy! Why do you guys want to go to town so bad? I don't think anything's happening in town. Stress is simple to figure out. It is determined by a staff member's training policy and the monster's personality. If the policy and personality go well together, the monster won't have much stress. The opposite is also true. If they aren't compatible, the monster will feel more stress. If your monster's experienced a lot of stress, try changing your policy. And I believe it's the first of the month, so let's check on our troublemakers once more. Yep. You know what? Actually, I haven't checked on the motivation level. Okay, it's still too low. We're not doing a show or anything. You know, just like my previous Monster Hunter games, I don't plan to cut a lot out, especially at the beginning. I want to show everything. I mean, that is the game, so... I know it's a lot of repetition, but that's just how this game is. It's how... You know, it's funny because when I first did Monster Hunter 1 many years ago, good gravy, like when LP was still a new thing, I chose Monster Hunter for two reasons. One, I didn't see an LP of it on YouTube at the time, and two, I really love Monster Hunter, so I was like, I want to share it. Okay, they're going back to the old devil comments, so there's nothing new here. I kind of wanted to share it with everybody, because I was like, you know, there's no LPs of it, and it is kind of a rare game, so And when we played it, we were like, oh, let's just show everything. And these days, you know, LPing is it's changed so much. It's kind of hard for me to determine, you know, do I keep everything in the video or not? Because LPing has changed so much in the past, was it 8 years since I've been doing this? So, if you combine a monster that has been injured a lot, you'll likely get a monster that is easily injured. If you use a monster that hasn't been injured at all, you'll likely get a monster that can take some punishment without being injured. How a monster is raised will affect the next generation you created. This is what is called DNA. It's kind of difficult to understand, so you'll have Naruto explain it later. Just remember, if you let a monster get injured or sick, it can affect the next generation. That is actually a huge thing in this game, is mixing. Mixing is incredibly important. In fact, I have to say it's probably more important in this game than any other game. Like, literally, their personalities and all that garbage, everything they've been talking about, and how many injuries and all that stuff, and how many times they've been KO'd, actually does carry over to the next monster. So, you gotta be stupid careful. It's kind of cool and kind of annoying. Alright, I'm gonna do one more week. I kind of want to get to a point where we're gonna do another show. I guess, you know... I guess I can do 2 shows in one video. I try to keep these between 20 and 30 minutes. It seems to be what everyone's favorite general length is for videos, between 20 and 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, Albert! Did you finally run out of stuff to talk about? Finally. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and save. I'm gonna run out of free slots here. What do I want to do? Okay. So let's do this. Because I've been kind of bad about uploading recently because of my illness. I will make this a slightly longer video. I will eat through the pain I'm feeling right now from having sitting up so long. I will do this for you, the viewers. I don't want to talk to you. I meant to push some other button. Alright, we'll do one more show. Do 2 shows in this video. Wait, was it this video that I did this first show? I just did 2 videos back to back, so I don't remember. Okay, let the show begin. Who's first? Iris. Oh, except for I can't run the correct direction. This circus is off to a great start, everybody. What the... What did I do? It's green, right? Am I suddenly colorblind? See, I have to get back into the groove. It's like it's like I have to readjust to the lag every time. Yeah, I didn't think I did perfect. Oops. Oh well. It's not like I have to get perfect my first try. I heard money. Okay. Oh, I meant to do Kurt, but because I was picking up that coin, I got too close to the end. Wow, I might actually get a perfect score. Nice, I did. I got a 5 combo and everything. I guess that's kind of what it is. I just have to readjust to the lag every time I start this. It's hard to explain, you know. I think if, like I said, like in the first one, I think it would be, if I wasn't going through so many devices recording this, I wouldn't have that lag. Whoops. Okay, that one was my fault. I thought I got the second red, so I was already going for green. You know, to say that that's really entertaining, but I'm not really sure I'd call it a trick. He's just beating it. I heard money. Okay, so let's go back to Iris. I love that voice. Marvelous. It sounds so weird. And I don't think the people's routine changes. I think the humans always have the same routine, no matter what level the trick is. Okay, so hopefully Kurt will light up. Yeah, I need to do him next. It's funny, I don't know why I named him Kurt, but now it makes me think of the Pokemon ball guy. And was it yellow? Not yellow, I'm sorry. Gold and silver. I think there's a guy named Kurt who makes Pokeballs. Hopefully we don't need to do any more. Hopefully we can just run the timer out. Oh no, we won't be able to run the timer out. Oh wow, the people are dancing. I'm gonna try to run the timer out, but I'm pretty sure Albert's gonna pick something in the next 3 seconds. Oh no, we ran it out. Sweet. I expected him to be like, no, do another trick, dang it. Take a bow. That was an amazing circus. Woo! Result. Oh, satisfaction 46, and Kurt was the MVP this time, which is funny because Iris actually had more motivation. Let's see. Alrighty. Those are all pretty good stats. I mean, Kurt's getting more defense than I would like, but we just don't have that many tricks right now. It's not as diverse, but... Alrighty. So before I do anything, I'm gonna make sure that their policies are... Yeah. I'm gonna have to keep doing this the whole freaking game. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save. And I'll see you guys in the next video when we're probably gonna go ahead and go on an adventure soon to go back to check on that kid. We just needed to do a bit more training and get the bonding up so we're not so confused, because that does make the fights a heck of a lot harder when they're like, what do I do? I'm just gonna keep going back and forth. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time.